don't know which one is okay. Do you like that better?
Yes, and we are live.
Right, and we are live. Yes. Welcome here, Bernard.
Thank you,
Welcome
thank you.
everybody. Yes, I hope you're all doing well. I can say good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are. This world is so small. We call it a village. So, from wherever you are, thank you so much for joining us today. My name is McKenna. I was born and raised in Kenya, but I live in the US with my family. I am a mom of 3 young boys, and I am a digital business owner and a mentor. And I just want to thank God for this opportunity of doing this side hustle. It has been a blessing in so many ways, and that's why always we're here to encourage someone to say that yes, if we are doing it, you can do it. And therefore, feel much welcome. Be ready to engage. In case you have any question, please write it on the comment section. And again, we always say, yeah, you can reach out. Our numbers are here. Our websites are here. You can ask us how, and definitely we'll be able to explain to you what the process and how it goes. But obviously, it's easy and simple to join this business. You just need, as we are saying, just settle your mind. You have to make sure your mind is settled, and you'll be able to get where you need to. Otherwise, thank you so much. I want to welcome Berna to say hi to us before we dive into our topic of today. Welcome, Berna.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome again on our weekly live that we join with my coach here to discuss different things that affect our lives. So, welcome, welcome. My name is Bena, originally from Uganda, born and raised, now living in the UK. I am a mom. I'm a nurse by profession, and I'm also a mentor and a proud digital business owner. Thank you for listening. Have a cup of tea, and let's get started. Thank you, thank you. Back to you, sis.
Oh,
You are
so much.
muted.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to connect this page here. So, um, we're so much grateful that you're here. You're able to join us today. So feel much welcome. Feel much welcome. Okay, we move muted again. How come I'm muted myself again for the second time? Yeah, so today our topic is the battle in your mind. I wanted Bella was saying that each one of us we have battles in our lives every day, but before anything changes in our lives, yeah, something has to change in your mind first, yeah. It doesn't just change like that. Everything starts here. The mind is the engine of everything. The biggest battles we fight are not always outside us, yeah, they happen quietly inside our thought. And that's the way it is. Sometimes the voice in your mind tells you that you are not enough. Can you imagine? And most of the time, we are tempted to believe in that all the time. We are tempted to believe in that. And once you believe in it, my goodness, it becomes part of you. And other times, you're not really able to avoid it. Yeah. So the voice in your mind tells us that, oh, you're not strong enough. I don't think you can do this online business. Yeah, but this afternoon, this evening, we want to tell you that, yeah, you can do it. You can decide to fight back in your mind fast. You can start winning in your life, in your faith, in your business, in your future from today, from now. Why? Because it's always good to counter what comes in your mind and tells you otherwise. And for me, these days, what I'm really battling in my life is just to keep on reminding myself I am blessed, I am unstoppable, I am enough, I am capable. Those are some of the affirmations that I have. I keep on telling me every morning when I wake up that, hey, McKenna, first and foremost, I say, thank you, God, for today. I know I am unstoppable. I know I am blessed. I know I am chosen. I know I am capable. And those things are really powerful in me. This life is for anyone who has ever doubted themselves. Yeah, for us, before we started this business, we for sure doubted ourselves so much. Yeah, this one is for anyone who feels tired. You're just tired with life. You're feeling like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. I don't know what's next for you. And again, we can say this one is for somebody who is ready to rise up again and to say, hey, that is not my praise. Yeah, I just need to get to where God wants me to be. And again, so welcome here. Let's talk about how to strengthen our mindset. And Benna is going to help us as she answers a few questions. How to silence that fear and how to step into the life you are meant to live. Because each one of us has a life that they are meant to live. So stay with us, share this live, and let's grow together this morning or this afternoon from wherever you are. So I am so delighted for you, Benna, as you help us to dive into these questions. Yeah. So our first question is, what does moving to the next level in life really means to you? Welcome, boss.
Right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As our topic says, the battle. Everybody has their own battles. The battle in your mind is the first step. The battle in your mind, you win there or you win in your mind, in your thoughts, in your thinking. You will be able to win everywhere, because usually the battle starts within. So, what does moving to the next level in life really means, to me, to everyone out there who might be listening? Like for me, I can say that for many years I've worked, and I believed working hard is the way, is the way to have that freedom, is the way to have that peace of mind, is the way to maybe earn more. You work more shifts, you work overtime, then you don't realize that you're getting less time with your family. Because you're only thinking of that work, 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 work. What else can I do to make my life better? But the more you work, the more everything changes. And that's what you have in your mind, because it's what is ingrained in you from when you have grown up. Your parents, your brothers, your cousins, your aunties are always working, working, working. So that's what you've grown up knowing. That's what you put in your mind as well. But I discovered something powerful, after working for so many years, that the biggest battle in my life is not my job. The biggest battle in my life is not more money, is not money. The biggest battle in my life was my mind, the way I've trained my mind. And that was my biggest battle. Because if you can't change that, nothing will change, because you'll be stuck with that mindset. And the day my mindset started changing, my life also started changing. Why? Not because I saw something happening straight away. No, it's because I had faith in me. I had faith in my mindset. I changed my mindset. So today is what, we all suffer from, is our mindset. If your mindset is stuck, let me say, I have to work a 9 to 5 job. I have to work my professional job to be able to have a better life. That's where you will be stuck. That's where your mindset will be taking you. Until you change that, until you find a way to say, how can I change this? You get stuck. So you have to think about your mindset as a powerful tool for you to use to change yourself, to change your next level, to be able to move on to that next level. So I can say that most of us, almost everybody, we are all talented. We are all hardworking. We all have dreams. But what stops those, those dreams, those talents, those, all of that? What stops that? What stops you from going to that next level is the mind. Your mind can either build your future, or it can either destroy your future, or even your confidence. Sometimes your mind will say, oh, I'm not ready. Oh, I'm not, I don't have enough money to start something. Oh, I don't know anything. I don't know how to start. And oh, what will people say? That's your mind working on you. Because nobody's going to come before something you do. Nobody's going to come and say, oh, this is this. It's you thinking that what will people say? I don't have enough money. But you haven't found out the thing I'm going to do. Can I be able to afford it? Have I done my due diligence to make sure, yes, I don't have enough money to start this? It could be something that you don't even need finances to start. Just something to learn and improve your skills that can take you to the next level. But you keep saying, oh no, that's too much. I'm too old. I used to use this this excuse. I'm too old. I've done all my schooling from the time I was a child. I don't need to do. I've finished. I have my job. That's it. I don't want to go back to school. And that was my my day-to-day excuse. Everybody said, oh, go back and get this. And I said, no, 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 no. I've had enough. Let the younger people take over now. Let them take over. So I used to use that excuse so much. So especially us here in immigrants, we work with fear every day. We fear failing. We fear losing stability. We fear trying something new. Because you think, oh, if I get stuck in that and doesn't work out, I still have bills to pay. I still have children to work, to work. But the truth is, your mind can become your prison, or it can become your power, or it can become something that is going to change your life for the rest of, your life. So that's what I can say is, be open, work on your mindset, change the settings in there. As sister here said that every morning she has her affirmations. She say to herself, I'm powerful, I'm ready, I'm open to, what do you call it? I'm open to opportunities. You need to be open to opportunities, even if they have not come, but believe it. Let your mind change and believe that, and you will see the changes happening slowly by slowly, and then everything will change. Thank you. Thank you. Back to you. Mute.
And I'm just alone here. I don't know why. Yeah. So thank you so much. Yeah, really appreciate you. Just appreciate you for that. Yeah, I like what you talked about. The mind is the main tool in our lives. There's nothing we can do without needing it. So it depends with what you tell yourself and what you believe. That's all what happens. So there's power in mind. Thank you so much. Let's move on to a second question. What is the biggest mindset shift people need to make before their life can change? Take us through.
Wow, wow, wow. The biggest mindset shift, we need, me too included, before the life can change. For me, I think it's, it can be different things for everybody. It can be different things for everyone. Faith is one of them. You have to have faith. Faith. You see, wanting a better life for your children, that can be your own, shift. So it can be different for everyone. Because, sometimes we tell ourselves, or our mind tells us, a number of lies. Oh, it's too late for me. As I've said before, it's too late for me. Many parents feel they are too old or to start something new. But success doesn't have an age limit. Remember that. So if you're one of those
Yes.
people like me who say, I'm too old for this, success doesn't have age limit. People start at 50, eh?
Yes. Hey,
And
yeah.
they succeed. People start at 670 and they succeed. So it doesn't have an age limit. Mm? So thinking for yourself, oh, I'm not good enough. Mm? Stop thinking, you're telling your mind that you're not good enough. Maybe you didn't grow up with the business knowledge, or maybe the people surrounding you have never done business. Maybe nobody in your family was an entrepreneur. So doesn't mean you can't do it. You need to remove that from your mind and say, I can do it, I'm capable, I'm ready to learn, all of those things. Yeah? You know, thinking that,
Yeah.
oh, I will fail because maybe so and so failed, did something like that that resembles what you are doing and they failed. I might also fail because so and so failed. The skills they have, they're not the same you have. Most of the things that we do right now that are stressing us, that are whatever, we've developed skills that are transferable to the new thing
Mm-hmm.
we need to help us change our mindset. So come with those skills and you see how you can use those skills to learn something new or to integrate in something that is going to change your life. So what we need to work on mainly is our mindset. Failure is not the end. Failure usually opens your mind. Even people who are, who are successful today, majority of them started with a fail and they learned from it and they improved and they succeeded. So if you fail one time, don't say that this is the end, I'm not going to try again. I'm not going to try again. All those things, I'm sure people who invented aeroplanes, whatever, they had fails at the beginning. Everything is usually, that's why you see even the drugs that come on the market, they have tested them with animals, they have tested them with different things to make sure they are safe. But, they test and fail until they get the right thing to use. So how can you tell yourself that, I'm not good enough, I will fail, and you fear to fail instead of learning from the lessons? And the best thing with our community is it's already tested. People tested it, they failed it, and found a winning way to use it successfully for yourself without struggle. You come in, you get the training that people are succeeding on every single day. So use the mind, whatever you have in your mind that is blocking you to unlock it. If you fear of failure, say, no, I'm a winner. I'm open to what opportunities. I want to learn something new. Open your mindset, because without that you are nothing. If you just plug into something and always say, oh, I'm fearful. Even me, I started this business fearful, but I had faith because I'd done my due diligence and I've seen the results from other people. And I said, if these people can do it, what is so different with me that I can't do it? I found people who are way older than me, 10, 20 years older than me, and they started this business within a few months and they are succeeding. And I said, okay, they can do it, I can do it. And they were not professionals. They were not, they were just ordinary people like me. So whatever is blocking you, whatever reason you have that is keeping you back, find it and work on it and change it around, and you see everything changing, because every successful person failed before they succeeded. That's what you need to think about, and know that yes, roadblocks will come, but I'll find a way to overcome them. Setbacks will come, but I'll find a way to overcome them. Let that not stop you from succeeding. Thank you. Thank you. Back to you.
Okay, wow. Thank you so much. Maybe what I can add there is just to say, do not hold yourself back. Don't hold yourself back. Keep going, keep going. And that will really help you in a big way. This one is giving me some trouble here. Let me see if I can do this. All right. Thank you so much, Ben. I like it because you're talking from I experience. And I always tell people this business is all about honesty. So most of the time as we talk and share, we're talking about us, some of the things that we've gone through. I remember how I started my business with all the energy, with all the desire to change. But my God, it took me a long time to work on my mindset. Just to tell myself, because I was not a social media person, McKenna, you're already in it. You can't run away. You just need change. So there's no way you can move away from here. You have to accept and move. Hey, but it took me time to fight that battle, but I won. All right, to move on to our last question, is for someone who feels stuck right now, and there are so many out there, they are in our pages watching us every day. What is one step they can take today to start moving forward? Yeah, to you.
Right. For someone,
Mhm.
feeling stuck. If you're out there and you're feeling stuck, mm, how can you overcome that, and start moving forward? I think the best thing that you can do is acknowledge something that is holding you back and
Mhm.
change what you're feeding your mind. If you're feeding your mind negativity, that's what your mind will do. Start feeding your mind positive thing. That's where the way you will win your battle. Change what you feed your mind. Stop feeding your mind, you know, negativity. Stop feeding your mind, you know, uh, that I'm not enough. I'm not, I'm too old. I'm too all of that. Start feeding your mind hope, faith, and knowledge. Start doing affirmations every day and say, I'm capable, I'm focused, I'm open to opportunities, I'm successful, wake up and say, I'm ready for today. Whatever comes, I'm ready to conquer it. Start feeding your mind. Doesn't matter whether you wake up with a headache and wake up like low energy. Put this routine in your brain and you find it, the low energy will go away and say, I'm strong today, I'm ready to conquer the world, I'm ready to do something. Surround yourself with people who believe in bigger stuff. Your environment as well matters. When you are around people building their futures, your mindset will change because they are trying to give you positive vibes coming towards you. And take those small actions as well. Don't just see something and see it's difficult and just sit back. You don't need to have everything perfect. You don't need to, to start when everything is 100%. Just learn as you go, grow step by step, and start small. Start small because our minds are, whatever we feed them every day is what we sometimes I wake up and I'm thinking, oh, today I don't want to go out and do a walk or to whatever. But when I go for a walk, I can start off in a low mood. By the time I'm into 5 minutes, I've even forgotten what I was thinking because I've pushed my mind there that I need to do this just to get my day started off well. Like for me, I reached a point in my life where I asked myself a question: do I want to keep living the same life for the next 10, 20 years? Especially in this country, because that's how long I've lived here. And I'll say, do I want the same routine for the next 10, 20 years? The struggles I've been going through, the burnout I've been going through, the stresses I've been going through, working nonstop, feeling exhausted, missing my children. I ask myself, do I want to start building something that can give me more freedom? And, the choice was not very difficult. It was not very, I had to change my mindset. I want something better. I want something, that free. Because for me, I grew up and said, I want to be a nurse because my mom was a nurse. She was a midwife as well. My uncles, I had uncles who were doctors. So we had a lot of medical people. So me, that's from the time I grew up, up around, people in healthcare. So I thought that is going to be my life forever. I never thought of branching to anything else.
Mm.
But it did come easy. It came with stress, it came with burnout. And I asked myself, I really want something better. I want to start building something that can give me the freedom. And that question changed everything for me. You need to find that question for yourself as well. What do you want for your future? And start changing it. So I started learning new skills. I started without tech skills, without experience. I started building something that can give me more freedom. I started, this digital business that we are talking about here every week, creating another stream of income alongside my nursing job. Not to quit my job immediately, because I didn't quit my job immediately, but to create options for my future. And this is what this gave me. Options for my children, options for my family, options for my life. So I can say I encourage you, all of you who are feeling stuck. Maybe someone watching today and is feeling stuck. Maybe you are tired. Maybe you feel like, it's just work, bills, and repeat the cycle every day like we were doing. Let me tell you something today. You are not stuck. You are powerful. You are not lazy. You are just one decision away from the change that you need to, to be able to succeed in whatever you decide to do. Sometimes all this takes just learning something new, a skill, meeting new people, exploring new opportunities. That's all it will take. So if you are someone, as I've said, if you are someone who wants to start something, how to build something new, how to build something online step by step, or, we invite you to connect with one of us and we will show you the way. Just check it out, no fees. Check it out first and see whether it aligns with you, with what your goals are, with what you want with your future. Visit our bios and see if this is something that can change your life, because it has changed our lives. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here every week, month after month, talking to you. So that's all I can say to our viewers. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is powerful. Yeah, thank you so much. So you've said one thing that I want to conclude with. Start now, start small, start where you are. Once you have won the battle of the mind, that's where wins come in your life. So you start winning once you're settled in your mind and you tell yourself, this is what you want to do. I want to check out this business. You just move. Yeah, you've talked about movement. So if somebody is able to move, that is the best thing that you can do, just by starting small. It doesn't matter where you start. Ben has talked about checking it out. Yeah, registering, getting that free webinar, getting engaged with us, talking to us. That's a move. So I think that's all for today. So all what you need to do is just to reach out. You have watched us for a long time. You just need to make decision. You just need to tell yourself, today is my day. I gonna check. Maybe you're just afraid. Every fear starts on your mind. So just take a move. Text us, DM us, call us, WhatsApp us, and let's talk about this amazing business that are really changing our lives. Otherwise, thank you so much. Ben, unless if you have something else, I feel we have uh, talked to somebody.
No, I just want to say thank you for watching us every week here on Wednesdays evening or afternoon, and connect with us. Our bios, our numbers are there, our websites are there. Go register with your name and email for information about our business and what we are plugging into, because this business will change everything. This business has changed. For sure, it has changed my life. I'm a year in, and I'm not, gonna stop anytime soon, because I can see the fruits of this. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Otherwise, thank you, everyone. We'll see you again on Sunday. Yeah, and next week, Wednesday, yep, we just here for you guys. Otherwise, God bless you.